The film we just the film we just Tommy directed. The End Action host, Tommy DeNucci. Of course, I'm on that show too. And his film, The Roaring Game, should be a fine comedy. If you liked Dodgeball many years ago, 10 or 15 years ago, I think this one will do the same for curling that Dodgeball did for Dodgeball. And in my own creativity, Fight or Play Basketball, my wonderful novel that's currently available in hardcover and paperback, will, in a matter of moments, days perhaps, be available in audiobook as well. My longtime creative partner, Tim Labonte, and myself basically recorded the audiobook, enlisted the services of Mary Beth Paul, wonderful actress, to perform the female narration, and I did all the male narration and male voices for my novel, Fight or Play Basketball. So it was quite a creative summit for the 3 weeks or so. I was up in New England and also started a series of paintings of cats. I was inhabited with cats, the animals, the species, our feline friends. I've always been a big cat enthusiast. In recent years, I've grown to like dogs as well, but cats were around me, and I started painting these wonderful paintings of cats. So I'll have those on t-shirts and stuff at the spread shop, the Foreign Object, and so forth. So right now I've been listening to this interesting podcast on the Godfather films, which have been pretty interesting. I think it's called Hold the Cannoli, or Give Us the Gun, Hold the Cannoli, or some such thing. So on and so forth. So for those of you that have been in touch, my buddy there, Laza, has been sharing his pro wrestling stuff quite a bit with me, which has been interesting. He got some of my counsel on some of his stuff through Cameo. Yes, I do have a Cameo page. You're welcome to pay me to talk to you, and I'll do so. And that's about it. So as you can see, I'm kind of tired, and I'm planning my next strategy. I did get a hotel for the evening. So my strategy, in case you care, is I tend to do a little thing where if I drive overnight, say I'm going to break up a trip into two, instead of getting the hotel night for Saturday night and then, like a typical human being would, like, get the hotel, show up at 6 or 7 at night, wake up early the next day, and do the remainder of their driving on the Sunday. I'll do things a little bit differently. I'll start driving the Saturday night overnight. I'll arrive to town for my first stop early on the Sunday, check into the hotel much earlier than a typical human. Check into the hotel 2:30 is when the hotel will accept me for the night. And then I'll have this whole wonderful day of the hotel room, the desk, the cable TV, the polluted sheets. I'll have that whole wonderful hotel for myself, just to get away from everyone and just to concentrate on things. And then I will, finish off the trip. So basically the idea is, if you drive overnight, you avoid this traffic, this happenstance. I did see in the Maryland area, just starting this drive last night, a major car accident, however. Luckily, it did not seem to have any deaths, but there were people that were in disarray. There was a car smashed against the median. It was a horrible situation because I lost 5 minutes of driving time, and also because people were hurt. So that was disconcerting. There's a woman walking a little dog over here. Dog is kind of cute, but it's about to take a giant Sunday morning shit, apparently, because now it's smelling in a circle. And I mean, I like to give the dog privacy, but the dog came a little too close to my general direction. Luckily, so now the dog is apparently trying to shit. I don't need to see that. So, so I drove overnight, and now I'm in North Kakalaki. For those of you who are really hardcore Mike Messier fans or friends, know that I lived in North Carolina for a couple of years. I attended college there for a little while. God. And that was actually the first time I saw The Godfather with my college pal, Matthew. Showed me The Godfather. I had only seen Godfather 3, which was an interesting story. Why did I only see The Godfather 3 and not 1 or 2? Initially, it's confusing. Anyway, folks, I think I'm going to try and see that Wild Robot movie today. I just looked at the NFL schedule. The Patriots are playing Jacksonville, which should be a game that I should enjoy because of all the histrionics of the two teams, two areas that I've lived in, Jacksonville, Florida, currently New England prior. But both teams are having abysmal seasons. And I did have the NFL Plus app for a year. But it just expired 3 or 4 days ago, and I realized that app really didn't do anything for me. And maybe because I paid the $49.99 a year and not the $99.99, but it just seemed like whenever I wanted to use the NFL Plus app to watch anything, it wasn't working or whatever the fuck. It just seemed to be a pretty useless app. And the games that were being played in Europe never seemed to be very good games. So I think today will be like that. I don't think New England and Jacksonville is a good game. I haven't been able to see much NFL for the last few weeks. I've been enjoying the NFL, although I don't like this whole new kickoff routine. Maybe this rant should be more on One Pro Wrestling and Sports Fan. Well, that's it, folks. I wanted to check in. I wanted to say hi. I didn't have anything super duper huge to comment on. I know the world's going to shit in a handbasket, but people have been saying that for 500 years, folks. I'm sure in medieval times they were all, upset about something, some type of plague or some type of torture device that they were upset about. And, we're still here, humanity, in one format or another. So, we're still here. Look at my face. It gets all this fucking sun. Very exciting. All right, folks, I'll talk to you later. And if you're wondering, well, gee whiz, Mike, you're not doing all your Mike's Instant Movie reviews. I have had some issues with YouTube, or they've had some issues with me. Kicking off one of my wonderful channels, 1 Minute in the Camera Films, got kicked off. The good news is perhaps I'll start re-uploading some of the videos that got kicked off that channel onto this one. But I am looking for other forms of social media, especially with video, to engage with you fine folks. So if you have any wonderful suggestions, you can wonderfully suggest it in those comments below. Use the magic of your fingers, which sounds a little kinky, but use them to tell me what to do with my life. And I will read it, and if I take your advice, I won't give you credit. I'll just do it. All right, folks, MikeMessier.com. Now I want to push the stop button to make this video exactly 9 minutes, but it's too late. MikeMessier.com. Yeah, I want to end the streaming.